I'm not trying to disrespect your court. I'm like hit or miss with it because
You're not disrespecting my court. Here's the problem. And I'm not saying this is your problem, but I've seen this way too many times. Too often, the defendant tries to run the process.
Nah,
You
it's
don't
not
know
that.
the process like this attorney does.
Yeah.
You gotta let her set the tune, right? You're dancing with her, but you gotta let her lead, right? So you answer her questions. Then if you get to a point you have some questions, she'll try to answer yours. Or you can do it without an attorney. That's your options.
I'm willing. I just want to take responsibility for what I'm going through. Say,
but the way you take responsibility, you should get the advice of counsel before you do that.
yeah, but I feel like we could have talked about that. She's speaking to you, saying this, that, and the third. To me, and with my attorney, I would have thought that she would have knew this information because we just spoke at our arraignment, at my arraignment.
She don't know anything about you other than what she just heard on the file. She knows what your charges are.
But we just had an arraignment, sir. I just got arraigned with this attorney.
Okay, then that is fine, and I did have him on my docket today.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Do you want to start over with this attorney, or do you want to proceed without an attorney? Option A.
I want to start
option
over
B.
with this attorney, and I apologize, ma'am. I'm not trying to.
Got it.
Pre-trial conference, may not.
Yep. It's so far ahead. Oh, no, I'm sorry, you have two people waiting. Oh, okay. It's fine. What's that? No. Oh, yeah, no.
Counsel, you ready on Narowski? Counsel, ready on Narowski?
Yes.
Your appearance.
Yeah, 34696. Here I am on behalf of defendant David Norowski, who is standing defendant.
Would you waive formal reading?
We do, Your Honor, we need support from following one, so
I'll enter not guilty plea. Pick a Tuesday.
I don't have my calendar in front of me. Do you know when I'm here on the next Tuesday, or it doesn't necessarily?
The next couple are gonna be, the next four are Zoom.
Okay, that's fine. You good for a final pre?
Yeah.
Or, oh,
If the judges do.
This doesn't say final pretrial.
well, right, sorry, but we are requesting the complaint. How about we say the 14th?
All right, understand that means that the complainant can appear by Zoom.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yeah, April 14th, sure.
April 14th is Judge Patton at 9:15. And it's just a regular trial judge or final?
You want a final? I'll give you a final, but that's going to be on Zoom.
Okay.
April 14th, what was the time?
9:15.
All right, let's talk bond, counsel.
Said he had no idea this was up, I think it's 2 weeks ago. He never got a notice. He did get the notice for the show cause today. It was here. He was the first one here this morning. He lives, in New Boston. He's a lifelong resident of South Wisconsin. He does have, a criminal history, although nothing currently going on. Not on probation or parole. I would ask for a personal bond, Your Honor.
You working?
I'm over a year ago.
I have a fake job.
Say that again?
Take care of my kids.
All right. When's the last time you worked? Where were you working then? What do they do?
Construction, tear down building and stuff.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna put you on a personal bond. First two conditions are pretty obvious. Stay out of trouble and show up for your court dates. Third condition is no contact at all with Castellanero. No phone calls, no letters, no social media contact. Don't have friends check on her. She contacts you and says, let's get together for coffee. She doesn't change the order, only myself or another judge in a black robe. You see her, the complainant on this file, Carissa Jaden Castanero.
He said, no.
That's what it is. All right, so see her at Taco Bell, you're eating Burger King, no contact. You can live with that? Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 if you screw that up? Any questions? All right, you can put your hand down. Looks like you owe us some money on some other stuff.
Do you have a payment plan, Your Honor?
Are you on it? You current? You're good. We'll get you a paper notice for that next court date. Counsel, who else you got ready?
I have, DeQuan Powell ready, Your Honor?
Come on up, Mr. Powell. Go ahead, counsel.
Yeah, 3/696, hearing of the Powell will waive the
Go ahead. Tell me about the plea.
My client is going to guilty as charged to allowing, and in exchange, the signal will be dismissed.
Thank you. You understand the possible penalty for the charge? And you understand your rights and the options those rights give you? Are you pleading guilty to the charge freely and voluntarily today? Did you allow someone to drive a vehicle on February 24, 2026 at 94 on Belleville Road that was not licensed to drive a vehicle? Counsel, you satisfied? I'll accept the plea. Were you the someone that was driving?
No, it actually, Your Honor, my client, he has some undiagnosed health issues and he wasn't feeling well.
Okay,
So he let his girlfriend drive and.
Okay.
She didn't have her permit.
okay, okay.
He is here with his grandfather, he
Mhm.
does live with his grandparents, lifelong resident in Michigan. He had a job interview tomorrow.
Where at? Good, good, okay.
So he was working at CM's College and
Mhm.
they had some kind of point system and
Okay.
lost that job.
All right, so you have driving privileges, you just weren't feeling good enough to drive that day. All right.
Yeah, he has a clean record and no criminal history whatsoever. He's a good kid. That's it.
No criminal history? What's on your driving record? Go away. Suspend fines and costs. Good luck with your health issues.
Take care. Thank you, Mr. Hunter.
Counsel, anything else ready?
Yes, sure. I have Fernando Ivanovsky.
Evanovsky? How do you say it? Come on up. Counsel?
You're on, I can't do it. Good morning, Your Honor, Leslie Nampy, 34697, we're waiting for the reading and mute. My client is going to plead guilty to a juice charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. But in addition, the charge of no insurance will be reduced to a civil infraction for no person.
Got it. Sir, do you understand your rights and options?
Yeah.
And do you understand the possible penalty for these charges? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? Vehicle, in February 14, 2026 at, Lower Huron Circle Drive and Bemis Road, Van Buren Township. Was your license suspended, revoked, or denied at the time? Counsel satisfied?
Yeah.
I'll accept the plea to allow and dismiss the original charge. I'll also take a responsible plea to the civil infraction and dismiss the misdemeanor insurance charge. What should I know about this gentleman before I sentence?
Ivanovsky is 2 years old, but he's been here since 2009. He is a US citizen. He, works the route doing graphics
Good.
now. He works from home. He really doesn't normally drive because he has no driver's license, which he needs to address. He has, 2 OWIs. He will be eligible shortly for.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
driver's.
So he's gonna have to go back to the license appeal division. Okay, okay.
Sometime in March next year that he's eligible, but I explained to him what he needs to do if
Right.
he needs to start.
Right.
So I believe he understands.
Hire an attorney.
That's exactly.
Hire an attorney, because otherwise you're gonna waste time. Yeah, okay.
Don't get it, you can't go back and request it for another year.
Yeah. Hire an attorney that does a lot of those appeals, and then they'll have all your ducks in a row. So you can get the best possible result. Okay, anything else before I sentence on these? All right, the civil infraction is $150. Can you pay that today? that a yes? That's all right. All right, on the allow unlicensed driver to operate, fines and costs $500 and 4 days on the court work program. I assess work program as an alternative to jail. You pick which days you want to work. Go downstairs, make arrangements on the money, schedule your 4 days. Any questions? Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
We filed. Back to do.
Back to work. Is that with a K?
Absolutely, Judge.
Got it. Come on up, counsel. KHAN. Thank you. So he's straight up, he's pleading responsible to the civil infraction and guilty of the misdemeanor?
The failure to stop there, the third stop.
Oh, okay. Who's the prosecutor on this? Okay. Yeah, he just didn't write it where it normally goes. Okay, so the drove while license or the operating and no license would be dismissed. We're gonna plead to a no ops. Right? And the careless driving is gonna be reduced to fail to stop, assure clear distance ahead. Okay. All right, sir, did you discuss your rights and options with counsel? You understand those options and the rights, those rights and the options they give you? You understand the possible penalty for no valid operator's license on person? Counsel, have you explained that might result in another suspension? Okay. All right. And understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to that charge? On February 26, 26, at 94 on Wayne Road in the city of Romulus, was your license suspended? Satisfied? I'll dismiss both the original charges. Now, why in the world should I waive fines and costs?
Your Honor, the prosecutor made that recommendation. In terms of his sentence, I will say about Mr. Khan, he is on social security disability, so he does have a fixed income.
Sure.
Doesn't go right, actually, that this was a friend with home, and so he doesn't have transportation. So I would ask, I know the prosecutor made the recommendation to waive fines and costs, but I would ask, considering giving just a fines and cost sentence, because given his disability, so I think we had a struggle previously.
Okay.
Would be able to participate in the work.
Sure. Sure.
Like I said, this is not.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's no problem. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want me to consider, sir? Okay. You're welcome. You sick up behind me like that. You see that?
I
huh?
didn't want to interrupt you.
It's kind of snow, almost like a
She
stall.
was supposed to tell.
Lucky I didn't have a cardiac arrest.
I apologize. Gotta put that one on his. For your court officer, where is this guy?
Who knows? You mean the guy that's supposed to be keeping me safe?
Before I understood.
Bless you. That was a good sneeze. I mean, that was like a powerful one. Hey, Joe. Man, you gotta be more vigilant. This guy just sneaks up behind me. Didn't do me any good. All right, Mr. Khan, on the fail to stop, assure clear distance ahead civil infraction, that's $150. And on the misdemeanor, it's $250. So the total is $400. I'm gonna send you downstairs to talk about options. I'll set you up on a payment plan, whatever works for you. All right. Thank you, counsel. You're welcome, sir. Okay. And I don't think we're anywhere near. Okay. Who's our arraignment attorney today, you know? Oh, Royce.
Hey there.
Look at Royce with the facial hair. Mr. Nunley, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Are you ready to go on this arraignment?
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him yet, but I'm ready to speak.
Oh,
with him.
that's all right. We'll put you in a breakout.
Okay.
Are they here?
I don't know. No, not yet.
Yeah, they are.
Who's our arraignment clerk? She might already put him in somewhere.
Lisa is Judge. I've already moved Romulus to the breakout room. I'll be moving Mr. Nunley now.
Awesome. Thank you. How come the mustache makes him look thinner?
It did.
Didn't it make us, maybe he's losing weight?
We appearing on behalf of Amanda Vonette, who for the record is present and standing here at the podium.
Good morning. Go ahead.
I believe the clerk has a plea form in front of it and I offer her now for voir dire, Judge.
Okay. Straight up guilty plea?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Ma'am, did you discuss your rights and options with counsel? You understand those rights and the options they give you? You understand the possible penalty for the charge of domestic violence? Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty today? Are you doing so freely and voluntarily? All right, counsel, would you voir dire? Incident date we've got on the file is January 29, 26.
Do you remember a conflict with your husband in the home on that day? Did you two have an argument? Did you strike him during the argument?
No.
Did you push him? I meant, did you push him during the argument?
You satisfied?
I am your.
So am I. Ma'am, I'm going to send you to our probation department. You're going to schedule for them to come back for a pre-sentence interview. You'll sit down with a probation officer and have a conversation. Based on that interview, they're going to put together a report and a sentence recommendation. You'll come back. You can pick the date when you get down there today,
Oh,
counsel.
we can't. Be notified.
Yeah. You can have some input
Downstairs.
downstairs. So when you come back for sentencing, you and counsel have a chance to look at that report and recommendation. I will have looked at it in advance, and then we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about before I decide what to do. Understood? No, you're going to go down today and find out when you're coming back.
Oh, that's, she just asked me a real good question.
Sure.
That the bond will be a assault of conduct. Assault of conduct, which, as we pointed out this morning, is something we also live under.
Right. Currently, it's no contact.
Correct. We just want to change that to no
Okay.
assault of conduct. They co-parent and,
Yeah.
it's very easy.
Good for us.
Okay, just let me check. Mr. Leckie?
Yes, Judge. Jacob Leckie appearing on behalf of the people, P88400.
On Monette, while we're waiting for the sentencing process to go through, are we okay with changing the no contact to no assaultive?
No objection, Judge. I think we did talk about that, yeah.
Anything else?
No, Judge, not from
Any
the
other
people.
questions, ma'am? I'm sorry? Okay. All right, so downstairs.
Thank you, Derek. Good to see you. We'll see you at the Saturday.
You two have a nice day.
Yeah, okay.
Miss Knapp, you got anything ready?
No, she's just jumping.
In the Wayne County Jail.
What about the Wayne County Jail?
Joe's telling me that there's somebody in the Wayne County Jail named Plea that needs an attorney. P-U-L.
Thank you. Mr. Jordan, can you hear us all right?
Yes, Rhonda.
All right, Mr. Nutley, probable cause conference date on this one's going to be April 7th. That'll be Zoom with Judge Martin. We're scheduling exam for April 14th, also with Judge Martin. That'll be, of course, live 9 a.m. Let's talk about bond counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. So the first thing I notice is, this alleged incident date is from October of 2024. Though it looks like the prosecutor authorized the complaint in September of 2025. So, my client has indicated when I was going over these charges that he hasn't spoken to this person in over 2 years. And obviously he denies all of these allegations against him, but he currently lives in Inkster. He's self-employed. He does flooring, home maintenance, not on probation or parole. Indicated that he did have a warrant that he found out about out of Livonia. One thing that I think is important for the court to recognize is he's got a crazy tooth thing going on. You can
I'm
see
sorry, you got what?
a problem with his tooth. If you look at his face, you can see the whole side.
He's all swollen up, yeah.
That happened to me a few years ago, the same thing it sounds like, but I guess he says that he got it drained recently, like maybe yesterday, and it's already like back out there. And he's indicated he has an antibiotic that's that's just waiting for him to pick up somewhere. He has 2 children, 13, 17 years old. They all live together, the mom, him and the kids. I told him that there would be a no contact order with this person. That didn't seem, he says he hasn't spoke to her in 2 years, so he doesn't, anticipate that being any sort of problem. However, the department's recommendation of 75,000 or 10% for a bond is obviously unattainable for him. He said that he's got a very minimal amount of money. Like he thinks he has $500 left on his debit card, somewhere in that ballpark. I'd ask the court to consider a personal bond, or at least something that's obtainable for him. This charge is 2 years old. I mean, if it was as serious as the bond recommendation seems to indicate, I don't understand why they're not out, trying to pick somebody up. So that being said, I'd ask the court to consider something obtainable, or if not, a personal bond.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Jordan, I'm going to put you on a personal bond with a number of conditions. The first condition is pretty obvious. You have to be in your court for your court dates, or on the 7th day, you have to be on Zoom for your court date. You'd have no contact with the complainant in this matter, no phone calls, no letters, no social media contact. Don't have your friends check on her, see how she's doing. If that person contacts you, she doesn't change the order, only myself or another judge in this building. You understand what no contact means?
Mr. Honor.
Additionally, I'm going to order a GPS tether location, not house arrest. Your personal bond is in the amount of $10,000. Do you understand these terms?
Mr. Honor.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $10,000 if you violate bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
That means if you violate bond, you're back in jail. You're going to have to come up with 10 grand to get out. Questions for Mr. Nunley, sir? Any questions for your attorney, Mr. Jordan?
Questions?
No questions? All right. So just to confirm, probable cause conference by Zoom, April 7th at 8:30 in the morning. Preliminary exam currently scheduled live 9 a.m. on April 14th. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good day.
Counsel, what do you got? Come on up. Go ahead, counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Sergeant Goldberg, on behalf of Mr. Osley. He has a 3 months.
Morning. All right, counsel, I've got a piece of paper here that says that Mr. Osley is going to plead to use of the misdemeanor, 1-year misdemeanor. Original count 1 be dismissed, and the misdemeanor failed to stop after collision would be reduced to a civil infraction as well. Correct? Okay. Mr. Osley or Osley? Mr. Osley, do you understand your rights after discussing same with counsel?
Yes.
Do you understand the options those rights give you? And do you understand the possible penalty for the added charge, misdemeanor charge? Are you pleading guilty to that charge today? Are you doing so freely and voluntarily? Counsel, would you voir dire to get me the facts I need? I can. Incident date would be March 11.
Mark 11th, COD driving offense. On that date, you have cocaine in your possession in the car. You did not have authority to have it, a prescription, correct? You knew it was there, you knew it was cocaine. And previous to that, were you in some sort of collision or accident with the vehicle? Yes. And in the process, you do impede traffic. Yes.
You satisfied, counsel? I'm satisfied. All right. I'll dismiss both the original counts 1 and 2. All right. Counsel, on the impeding traffic, fines and costs are $180. Can you pay that today, sir?
Yes. Yes.
All right, pay that before you get out of the building. On the misdemeanor charge, I'm going to send you downstairs to make an appointment with the probation department to come back for an interview. Based on an interview, they're going to put together a report and a recommendation of sentencing. Understood?
Yes.
All right. In the meantime, it looks like you're on a personal bond. I'll continue that bond. Counsel, any questions?
Well, probation set the date.
You go down and have some input on that. All right. Have a good day, gentlemen. Yeah. Morning, counsel. Wonderful.
Give me just 1 second. I was trying to deal with Mr. Taylor, your prisoner. Mr. Taylor has a lot going on and wants another lawyer. That's when I ask him questions.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
Huh?
That ain't gonna happen.
I don't know if you want to put the breakout room.
Put him on here so I can talk to him.
That was, you're here from Mr. Taylor? No, I was here from Mr. Burner. I was trying to see what I have to do with what to do.
Got that, Joe?
Thank you.
Mr. Taylor, can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can, sir.
Okay, we got a problem. When we pay for the attorney, you don't get to pick them. If you want to pick your attorney, you pay for the attorney. Ms. David Robinson is the attorney that's available today.
Sir, I was just trying to talk to my attorney. I was trying to ask you some questions. I was willing to take responsibility for my actions. She came to me with an offer. I said that I was willing to.
Hold on. Don't get into the facts or the charges at all. You don't want to do that on the record.
Your Honor, this is the issue. Mr. Taylor has some history that I'm not aware of. I'm trying to glean that information because Mr. Taylor wants to know specifically what you could potentially sentence him to. Even though I've explained to him because it is an OWI, there would still have to be a pre-sentence report. He is already on probation to you. He is concerned whether or not he was doing additional jail time.
Right.
He can do a COPS. The issue is, I'm trying to get information to come in here and be informed to do the COPS. So he's telling me about his criminal history and it's things that I was not aware of because I wasn't given the information. It's aggravated that I did not know the information. I would not know it if I don't glean it from him.
Right. So, Mr. Taylor, you want another chance to talk to counsel today?
I'm not trying to disrespect your court. I'm like hit or miss with it because
you're not disrespecting my court. Here's the problem. And I'm not saying this is your problem, but I've seen this way too many times. Too often, the defendant tries to run the process.
Nah,
you don't know the process like this attorney does. You gotta let her set the tune, right? You're dancing with it, but you gotta let her lead. Right? So you answer her questions. Then if you get to a point you have some questions, she'll try to answer yours. Or you can do it without an attorney. That's your options.
I'm willing. I just want to take responsibility for what I'm going through.
But the way you take responsibility, you should get the advice of counsel before you do that.
Yeah, but I feel like we could have talked about that. She's speaking to you saying this, that, and the third. To me, and with my attorney, I would have thought that she would have knew this information Because
Well,
we just spoke at our arraignment, at my
You don't
arraignment.
know, she don't know anything about you other than what she just heard on the file. She knows what your charges are.
But we just had an arraignment, sir. I just got arraigned with this attorney.
Okay, and that is fine, and I did have him on my docket today.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Do you want to start over with this attorney or do you want to proceed without an attorney? Option A.
I want to start
option
over
B.
with this attorney, and I
Proceed.
apologize, ma'am. I'm not trying to be difficult. It's just like I'm just trying to get through the process.
Let her
Also,
run the process, Mr. Taylor.
all right,
She's the expert.
okay.
Good luck. We'll put you back in a breakout, Mr. Taylor.
Okay.
Back where? Oh, I don't know. I don't move anybody. You want him in 13? We'll put him in 13.
Thank you.
Miss Knapp, you got anything ready? All right, I got way too many names on this screen for nothing happening.
Not quite yet, Your Honor. I got one more to meet with.
This card, for Laramie Judge, Lara.
Mm-hmm.
Me?
I'm sorry, you cut out.
Are you ready on Laramie?
Yes, we're ready.
Your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service by Nurse Assurer, P86643, on behalf of Mr. Laramie.
What are we doing?
We are setting an exam date, Judge. I believe it's already on the
Scheduled for
calendar.
the 31st. Does that work?
Yes, Judge.
All right, 9:30.
Yes.
All right. Anything as to bond?
Just ask that bond will be continued, Judge.
Done.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Mr. Laramie, any questions?
This is gonna be a Zoom meeting, sir, or in person?
No. Preliminary exam is going to be live. March 31 live.
Yes, sir.
My
Okay,
courtroom.
thank you.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
No.
that's fine. Yep, whenever you're done. I mean, unless you just want me to call it.
No problem with that.
Okay, I'll just call it and let him know.
Yeah, I'll tell the, or are you gonna tell the victim to?
Yeah, well, I'll have the judge call.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Veronica, do you just want to find a new date?
Oh, sorry, we don't need to phone record.
No.
Okay, yeah, next Tuesday works. I've got like a 9:30 exam, if I could do it at 8:30, that's succeed.
Adjourn PCC for 3:31, which if you say it's right here, yes, because it's Judge Martin. What time did you want?
Really, anytime works. I have a 9:30 exam and it'd be 6, but before then would be great, after would be fine.
Yeah. 10:30, can we do that? Okay. Judge, can we call the Alyssa Sparks? I mean, well, I guess we can't really call it. Alyssa Sparks was at 8 a.m., failed to appear. The victim's been here since before 8. Jacob he just went into a plea, so he can't do anything. But Alyssa is not here.
Right.
I double check.
Okay.
So we can let the victim know.
Yeah. What's your name? Have a seat. Where is Mr. Miller?
Mr. Miller's on Zoom.
Oh, Thomas Miller.
You said 10:30 was good for you? Yep.
Mr. Miller, can you hear me all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I understand you're the complainant on the Alyssa
Yes, Your
Sparks
Honor.
matter. Hello?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so she is not here, so you don't have to stick around all day. I'll make a note
Thank
in
you,
the
Your
file
Honor.
that you were present on Zoom and she didn't show up. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you, sir.
Abby is Kitchens, and they're on Zoom.
Kitchens?
Yeah, Kitchens.
I think he may just need to be pulled back in.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Joe, you pull file for him?
I don't have any paperwork. It's a 320.
All right.
All right, Kitchens is on.
Mr. Kitchens, activate your camera, please.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Thank you. Counsel, your appearance.
Addie Satchwell, P85689, Neighborhood Defender Service, on behalf of Mr. Kitchens.
Thank you. What are we doing today, counsel?
We are just setting an exam date. I do have the discovery.
March 31 at 9:30 work?
I am not available that day. Would it be possible to move this to the week after? I have discussed the 21-day waiver with Mr. Kitchens, and he is okay to waive the 21-day timeline.
10:30 with you, 3:31.
10:30? No, she's not available 3:31.
Oh, she's not, I'm sorry, 4/7. All we have is noon.
That's us.
That day.
That works.
Noon on April 7th?
Thank you. That's perfect.
Mr. Satchwell or Mr. Kitchens, that works for you?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm just going with the lawyer.
All right, say that again?
I said, yes, Your Honor. I'm just going with her.
Okay. All right, so that's going to be my courtroom live.
Thank you.
Bond will be continued.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Mr. Kitchens, you can go ahead and log off.
All right. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You as well, counsel. Mr. Duncan, how are you today?
Good, Judge. I've got one ready, so I'm ready now.
What's the name? What's the name? Murray?
Obi? Yeah, Solomon?
G.A.
Yes.
Yeah, Stevens.
Gagosian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cousin. Where's your guy at?
He's
on
on
Zoom.
Florida. Yeah. He's in Florida.
Mr. Gagosian, can you hear me all right?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Inch possess.
Hello, Judge Murray Duncan here on behalf of the defendant. Judge, I came within the last couple of days, I filed an appearance. I talked to the prosecutor, he sent me discovery.
Good.
Judge, I'm asking that we set a motion date. This is a 2017 case.
Wow.
There's a couple of issues here that we have to get through.
Okay.
If it's with us, it's April 28th.
That's plenty of time to file something, isn't it? Yeah.
But the only thing is, I've got a jury trial here and.
Okay.
Kind of booked it. I'm like, could we go maybe the first or second week of May?
Well, I don't know what a couple weeks is gonna matter. I mean, it's pretty old. No, I'm saying a couple more weeks shouldn't matter when it's this old.
The May 5th would be live with.
That's fine.
with us.
Mr. Gagosian, May 5th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. It was nice meeting you.
Do we want 10?
Good to see you, Mr. Duncan.
Thank you.
11.
11 a.m.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I'll send notice.
All right, Judge, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, go ahead. I haven't touched that. I've turned the volume way up on that one. Yeah. Mr. DiMaggio, can you hear me?
Certainly, Judge.
Are you ready on Williams?
Yes, we're just setting the date for an exam.
All right, we got a number of files here. Let's see what we got.
They always have them on a Tuesday, right?
Bless you. Exam will be on a Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah. All right.
So basically pick a Tuesday. We'll give you an exam.
All right, I'm checking my schedule thing.
Scratch Jasmine Williams, would you? Williams is here?
She's on Zoom, but we have her in the Zoom room if we need to do Zoom.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can it be in April? Be April the 7th? No. Yeah, April the 7th will be.
Can we squeeze another one in?
Or if you could even do it 1 week out, it'd be even better. The 14th.
Say that again?
The 14th of April, that's too far out.
No, it's all right. 9 a.m.
That'd be great. Yep.
All right. We'll continue bond on that file. We'll send a notice out.
Thank you, Judge.
I got some other files that are in warrant status, counsel. Let's see what we got.
All right.
I've got an April 2019 drove while license suspended. We can set her up for a pretrial on April 16th.
Yeah, but don't you have a misdemeanor, house counsel? I'm on the federal, the felony.
Yeah, that's fine. I can just give her the date and she can deal with house counsel.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Miss Williams, you understand that?
No, not really.
Okay, April 19, Romulus Police Department, drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied.
I didn't drive anything in Romulus. April 2019?
Are you Jasmine Denise Williams?
Yes,
Date of birth
it's
11/4/93.
Yeah, are you saying April 19th or April 2019?
April 2019.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's all right. So we're gonna give you a court date, 9 a.m.
Okay.
And there's also a registration or plate violation. We'll give you the same court date,
Okay, what court date is that? What date is that for?
April 16th,
April 16th, okay.
9 a.m.
Put that in my calendar. April 16th.
Are you working?
Not currently anymore, no.
When's the last time you had a job? Where was that job at?
Last month before I got arrested for this case. And that was
Alright.
at Nick's Manufacturing in Westland.
Good. All right, I'll put you on a personal bond on these two files. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 on each of those two files for a total of $2,000 if you don't show up April 16th for court?
Yes.
Any questions so far?
No, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down. Currently, you owe us $538. There's a
Okay.
fail to yield ticket, $448, and then we've got two files that you've got a $45 clearance fee on. Are you in a position to commit to some kind of regular payments, weekly,
Yes.
bi-weekly, or monthly?
Yes, I can. I can do a monthly payment.
Yep. How much you want to pay every month and when can you start?
I can do 200 a month starting today.
You sure you can do that much?
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna come in and do that in person or are you gonna do it online?
Can I do either? Does it matter which one I can do? Because I can do
Doesn't
both.
matter to me.
Okay, I can do either one. As
Oh, I
long as
keep
it gets
forgetting.
done, I don't mind.
Okay. All right, do you have any questions about everything we've done today?
No,
All right, good luck.
thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah,
Take
you
care.
got something ready? You're welcome, counsel.
Yes, Judge, there's top three.
These are all hers.
I'm done.
Let's take care of Miss Fabit on Zoom.
Okay.
Sorry, just have a seat right there.
Hey, where's your plea, Kirsten?
Counsel, your appearance?
Osley, 34696 I'm just going to do that live. You're going to do his here today, or show causes Raymond pre-trial. As far as the show causes concerned, I would ask that anyone to recall and the Raymond.
Thank you. Is Mr. Lecky the prosecutor on this one?
Yeah.
No, I have neither one of them.
I think you need to call Mr. Galvin.
I'm bringing Mohammed.
Yes. Let me send Joe. Hey, Joe. Tell Mohammed I need him online or in here about the Favot matter. Favot, Favot. Well, Steve's supposed to be next door running exams.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got Pulley online?
Yeah.
Pulley here.
Police are out of mine.
Oh, Mr. Kaplan's here. Mr. Kaplan, were you gonna voir dire a victim on Favot? Go ahead.
Hi.
She's there.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Steve Gabler. I work at the prosecutor's office. You're the complaining witness in this case, correct?
Yes.
You're the victim. I've heard that you're not interested in pursuing this case. Is that correct?
I'm sorry. What was that?
You want to proceed with this case against the defendant?
I want to drop the charges.
What's your name, ma'am?
Kirsten Bernier.
Okay, Ms. Vernier, you do not want to proceed with this case, is that correct?
That's correct.
Has anybody threatened you or offered you any compensation for not testifying?
No.
You realize the case will be dismissed.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Ernie.
Thank you.
Case dismissed without prejudice. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Oakley. You have a great day.
You as well.
And the warrants all cleared?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. You have a good day. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Pulley, can you hear me all right?
Yes, good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Counsel, go ahead.
Good morning. This is the pre-trial, Oakley, 34696, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Noel Foley, Your Honor. I would have 2 weeks that a final pre-trial be scheduled with the complainant to be present.
April 7th? What time?
9:15.
Us?
That is with Judge Martin on Zoom.
I'm already in front of her.
Good. All right. All right, you got that, Mr. Pulley? That's on Zoom, April 7th, 9:15.
Yes, in front of Judge who?
That's Judge Martin.
Okay, yes.
All right, your bond is continued.
All right, thank you, sir.
Mr. Pulley, I think we've already talked about this, but maybe not. You owe us a bunch of money. Are you on some kind of a payment plan on that?
Yeah, we just talked. You put me on a payment plan, so I have to give you $200 by Friday. So
I thought we talked about it already. So you're on track.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Are you ready on red?
Was the net 34696, very good here for the warning will waive the reading.
Morning. How about the same day, April 7th? Yeah. Another final pretrial. Counsel, let's wait. With you waive formal reading, we should probably do an arraignment.
I did waive formal reading.
All right.
This is 24. The complainant is the mother of my client's ex-boyfriend. I would note that both of them made police reports for whatever reason. Older.
So a no contact order is not going to be a problem.
Well, be dead with no contact and all of 18 months.
All right.
I would ask for.
All right, ma'am, we're going to set you up with a pretrial, final pretrial for April 7th, 9:15. Yes. On Zoom. In the meantime, I'm going to put you on a personal bond and order no contact. And my paperwork says the complainant on this file's name is Simpson. So you're going to have no contact with Miss Simpson. No.
That's not what she thought it was.
Okay. Letitia Delane Simpson. Okay. You know who I'm talking about, though. All right. So no phone calls, no letters, no social media contact. You see her Burger King, you're eating Taco Bell. She contacts you, says, hey, let's get together for coffee. She can't change the order, only myself or another judge. Clear? All right. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you mess up on bond? You can put your hand down. So that was April 7th, 9:15, Judge Martin, Zoom. Questions?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
We'll get you a notice. Just have a seat.
See right there.
Counsel, you ready on Cleveland? Final. You're Cleveland?
Yes, sir.
Are you going forward without an attorney?
No, putting on my attorney.
Okay, who's your attorney?
Phyllis Stephen Robinson?
Yeah.
Okay, have a seat. We'll wait for her. We'll wait for her.
Let me see anybody burned.
Yeah.
What's up?
Any case we recall from Amanda Bonet, or I'm sorry, what do you call it? A Kalia Williams. I've had a victim here for the.
Sure. Sure. All right, People versus Khalil Williams.
I think it must be hearing of it, be located towards you.
Yeah, this was scheduled at 9:15. It's now 10:26. Ms. Williams is not present. Bench warrant will issue. I'll make a note in the file that the complaint was here.
You would think they.
It's 4:14. 90. I didn't pay attention. Sorry.
What's the name, Mr. Duncan?
Vincent Hightower.
Got him right here.
Vincent, one up Wednesday, thanks.
Thanks.
You know, only two more or something.
Your appearance. I just crossed him off.
After Rory Duncan appearing on behalf of the defendant, Vincent Hightower, please state the name for the judge. Vincent Hightower.
Thank you.
Judge, for purposes of arraignment, my client will waive the reading and stand mute.
Thank you.
Or I do this by
When you want to come back?
Judge, the court can kind of pick a date on this one. I think I'm gonna give this coverage pretty quick.
I need Tuesday. Everything's gonna be in this meantime.
How about sometime in mid-April?
21st,
Yeah, is that good?
early or later morning.
Yeah, we can go early, that's good.
8:45.
Sounds good.
If I order no contact, is that going to create any issues?
Yeah, this seems.
So I'm going to put you on a personal bond, no contact with Stepchuck, no phone calls, no letters, no social media contact. You see her at Taco Bell, you eat at Burger King. She calls you and says, hey, let's get together for coffee. No, I change the order, another judge, she doesn't change the order. Clear? What'd you come up with for a date?
April 21st, 8:45.
April 21st, 8:45. Is that Judge Martin or Judge? All right, Mr. Hightower, personal bond, first two conditions are pretty obvious. Stay out of trouble and show up for your court date. Second one is the no contact, or third one is no contact. You can live with those rules?
Yes, sir.
Right hand firmly in the air. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 if you screw that up? Any questions? Anything else?
No.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
Your notice is coming right now, Mr. Dollar.
Thank you.
Who's this? Gagosian. Counsel, you're on Gagosian? We already did that one.
All right,
Oh, he just brought the paperwork in?
but there's.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that.
Thanks, John.
Counsel, who do you have, sir?
Porter,
Order? All right,
what are we doing on it?
Setting exam date, I'm gonna stand for your time.
yeah.
All right, come on up, counsel. You got Mr. Porter with you?
Much too long.
What's that?
Get too long.
Yeah, it has been a while. How you been?
Counsel,
Good.
which prosecutor did you deal with so I can make sure they know the date? Because the. Mohammed, okay, thank you.
Counsel, pretty much pick a Tuesday for your exam.
Yeah, let's go, I can do Tuesday the 7th, because I have surgery on, April 13th, I'm sorry, Monday, April 13th, and then I'm gonna be out for.
Yeah, let's get it out of the way. Good luck. 4/7 at noon?
4/7 at noon is fine. And I'll make certain that, I don't have anything in them. I'll contact Sport if,
Okay. All right, bond is continued then? All right, have a good day, gentlemen. Sir, we're gonna get you a written notice. We'll get you a notice. Just have a seat.
thanks.
You're welcome, Mr. Son. Or if I forget to tell you on the 7th, good luck on the 13th.
God, appreciate it.
Cleveland, we're waiting for Gaten Robinson. Taylor, we're waiting for Gaten Robinson. I pulled the file for
For who?
Patton.
Yes, he's on Zoom. Mr. Duhan is speaking to him now.
I'm here. Mr. Patton wants to waive and be bound over.
Bring him out the breakout room. Thank you. Yeah, he's out, Judge.
Thank you. Counsel, your appearance for Mr. Patton, please.
Jack Duhan, Neighborhood Defender Service, P number 84871.
Counsel, he has yet to be arraigned. Would you waive formal reading?
Yes, Your Honor.
And
Stand mute.
he wants to waive today?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Patton, can you hear me all right?
I can.
You understand your rights and the options those rights give you?
I do.
You understand the purpose for a preliminary exam?
I do.
Sir, you understand that if you waive the exam, that means your next court date will be at the circuit court level, not at the district court level where I'm at.
I understand.
And are you waiving that exam freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
Counsel, you satisfied with the waiver?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Arraignment on information is going to be next Tuesday at 9 a.m.
Thank you. Judge, can you place a nominal bond on this?
I'm sorry, a what?
Can you put a bond on this case?
Yeah, so we can start gathering some time.
Yes.
Yeah. How about 10,000, 10%?
Yeah, he's going to be held till July no matter what, so.
Yep. Okay. Mr. Patton, how long you been in custody?
Since November of 24.
All right, you owe us a bunch of money on traffic stuff. I'm just gonna close all that out and give you time served.
Thank you.
All right, so that takes care of a bunch of the minor stuff. Your court date on the felony is March 31. Any questions for counsel, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Good luck. Thank you, counsel. Who do you want to start with?
Thank you.
Mr. Taylor, can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can.
All right, go ahead, counsel.
Attorney Phyllis Gaten Robinson, P 71733, on behalf of Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor, please state your full name for the record.
Joe Bakari Taylor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Taylor, has made an offer to plead to the operating while intoxicated. The other count,
Yeah.
if the children will be dismissed, if I take advantage of that.
All right, so we'll plead to count 2, dismiss count 1. All right. Mr. Taylor, you understand your rights and options?
Yes, sir.
And you understand the possible penalty for the charge, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to count 2?
I am.
All right, did you drive a vehicle in Romulus on November 24, 2025?
Yes, I did.
Did you consume alcohol before you drove?
Yes, I did.
All right, counsel, do you know what the test results were?
No.
All right. Do you, Mr. Taylor, looking back on it now, do you feel that your ability to operate your vehicle on November 24, 2025 was materially affected due to your consumption of alcohol?
Personally, no, but the law states it was. So, you know, like I said, I want to take full accountability, sir.
Do you know if you took a breath test or a blood test?
I took a breath test.
Do you know what the results were?
No, I do not.
Do you know if it was 0.08 or more?
No, I do not.
Okay, great. You got it? Yeah, hold on a minute. We're going to find out.
Okay.
Leading straight to intox and dismissing. Well, if I did, I misspoke. Are you in custody on this file or something else?
I'm in custody because I missed work program on Friday, sir, and you sentenced me to 6 days in jail.
It's Friday. So why don't you see if you can get Emily on the phone and see if she wants to do another PSI or if it's fresh enough, we'll just schedule it for us and violation all one.
You get something to.
Yeah. I'd like to bring him in and be done with it. So not have him come in for a PSI and
So just see.
so maybe just a little update interview. Just see if you can get a date for him. We're trying to figure out how we can have you come back for one date only on this, Mr. Taylor.
Okay.
Or when he gets out with the 6 days, we'll just give him a date to come back and she can sit down with him and bring him up for sentencing. Whatever she wants. Yeah, whatever she wants to do.
Bill Taylor, he's pleading to his operating tax. Instead of making him come in for plea time and come up with sentencing, are you okay with us just scheduling the sentence date and then have him come in a little bit early and you could just refresh everything since he's already on probation, he was just sentenced in January. You're good with that? So what's your sentence? April 23rd, what time do you want him here? 8:30 and then you'll do it real quick. Call him 8 o'clock. Yes, okay, I will do the notice. Thanks, bye.
What date was that? April what?
April 23rd.
Okay.
So that she can do the interview and then it can be sentenced.
Okay. All right, Mr. Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Still got your address on 4th Street. That's a good mailing?
6th Street, actually. It's 4349 6th Street.
Oh, that's my bad eyes, brother.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll mail you a notice. The sentencing on this file is going to be April 23rd at 8 a.m.
Okay. I'll be there, sir.
Notice. So I'm just waiting for Miss Gaten Robinson to come in with the information I need to accept your plea.
Okay.
While we're waiting for her, you owe us a lot of money. Are you on some kind of payment plan?
Yeah, and I actually I just paid 200 probably about 2-3 weeks ago, and I told her to put it wherever, but she elected, a clerk lady or whatever in the front desk, she elected to put it towards my probation, but I I do pay my money.
As long as you're making regular payments, that keeps us straight.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I made about $200 payment maybe 3 weeks ago, but yeah, 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay. Did you find a number? Okay, based on that stipulation, I can accept. Mr. Taylor, I can accept your plea to the intoxicated driving. I will dismiss count 1, which is the intoxicated driving with occupant under 16. We've got a date scheduled for him. I already told him this. April 23rd at 8 a.m. We're going to mail him a notice. That's sentencing date.
I'm not gonna be here.
Somebody will be here. Somebody will be here. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Any questions on this file, sir?
No, I don't. I'll just wait for that in the mail, and you all have a great day.
Now, on this file, I'm going to put you on a personal bond. 2 conditions. You're in court when you're supposed to be, and you don't purchase, possess, or consume. Understood?
Most definitely. Remember, I have an alcohol tether on as well, so I don't drink alcohol anymore.
Yeah.
Currently.
Belts and suspenders, Mr. Taylor.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck.
Right.
We'll see you in April.
All right.
We got anybody else at the jail?
In this courtroom moment, the judge addresses a defendant who wants to discuss his case but begins talking about the charges on the record. The judge quickly stops him and explains an important rule. When the court appoints an attorney, the defendant cannot choose which one they get. If someone wants a specific lawyer, they must hire and pay for that attorney themselves. The judge reminds the defendant that his attorney needs time to gather information about his criminal history before advising him on any plea or possible sentence. He also explains that defendants should let their attorney lead the process because lawyers understand the legal system and how to handle negotiations with the prosecutor. In the end, the judge gives the defendant another opportunity to speak privately with his attorney and restart the discussion properly before moving forward with the case. Question: do you think defendants should always follow their attorney's advice in court? If you enjoy real courtroom moments like this, like the video and subscribe for more courtroom content.